A customer messages asking, "Where's my order?" If they have to wait hours for a reply, that's a support ticket that could have been resolved in seconds instead. An e-commerce support chatbot fixes that for any online store, checking real order status instantly and capturing return requests without a person lifting a finger. In this video, I'll show you how to build one from scratch and deploy it live. Let's get into it. Log into your WotNot dashboard and head to the bot builder. Click Build a Bot, select Build an Inbound Bot, and choose Web as your channel. WotNot gives you ready-made templates here, but we'll build this one from scratch so you see exactly how the logic works. First, the trigger block. Connect it to the website you'll be embedding this on, so any visitor who opens the widget triggers this bot. We'll connect that page later, during deployment. Right after the trigger, add an AI agent block. I'll rename it Support Assistant, since that's the context for this build. First, write the prompt. Cover the agent's persona as a helpful, efficient support assistant, its tone, response style, and a guardrail to never approve a refund or confirm exact delivery dates. Those need your team's confirmation. Now here's where this build gets interesting. We will create a function that dynamically fetches the order status from Shopify APIs. When you create a function, you need to define a prompt that tells the LLM when this function should be invoked, and a function handler where you write the actual logic, either JavaScript or an HTTP request. We'll add one function called Order Status Check. The prompt will say something like, fetches the current status of an order with the provided order number and email, and we will configure the Shopify API call in the function handler. We'll add a second function, Return Request, the same way, prompt describing what it does, and a handler that submits the return to Shopify. Separately, in the exit path section, this bot needs just one, customer complaints, for anything the AI genuinely can't resolve on its own, like a customer who's frustrated and needs a real person. That one exits the conversation, logs the complaint to a Google Sheet, and sends your team an email notification so nothing sits unseen. Finally, connect the AI agent block to a knowledge base, upload your shipping policy, return and exchange policy, and general FAQs, and it answers naturally from that instead of you scripting every question. The two functions are self-contained. Their logic lives right inside the function handler you just wrote, so there's nothing extra to wire up in the flow for those. For the customer complaints exit path, add a Google Sheets block, rename it Log Complaint, Action, Create Record, capturing the complaint details. Right after it, add an email block to notify your support team the moment it's logged, so a real person follows up fast. Last, add a message block, renamed Complaint Confirmation. I'm sorry about that. I've flagged this for our team, and someone will reach out to you directly. That's what the customer actually sees. The sheets and email steps happen behind the scenes. Now let's deploy this. Go to Settings, then Channels, and select Web. You'll get an embed snippet here. Copy it into your website's HTML right before the closing body tag. Once that's added, open your bot, go to the trigger block, and confirm it's set to the page you just embedded it on. Click Deploy, toggle the bot on, it's live. Let's test it. I'll ask, what's your return window? There's the answer, straight from the knowledge base. Now, where's my order? It asks for my order number and email, calls the order status check function behind the scenes, and answers right in the chat with my actual status from Shopify. Now, I want to return this. Same thing. It asks for my order number, email, and reason, calls the return request function, and confirms it's submitted, without ever leaving the conversation. Now let's push it further. This is the third time my order's been wrong, I'm done. That's a real complaint, so this time it exits, logs it, and your team gets an email the moment it happens. And that's a working e-commerce support chatbot, live in minutes, no code required, answering real questions, checking real order status, and capturing return requests, all without a person typing a single reply. This works for any online store. Try it free at WotNot.io and let me know what flow you want built next.